Hi, this is John with Waterlodge. I'm here to discuss with you the Apart EL, short for apartment EL. This boat is built in Poland. It's built to the highest standards around, and I'm going to walk you through some of the features that differentiate us from other houseboats that are out there, whether they be old or even some of the newer built ones. First and foremost, our houseboat is a boat. It's not a house. It's not a stick-built frame built on floats and everything else. It is built on oversized, oblong, robust pontoons that are foam-filled, made of HDPE, and as you can see, do not need to be painted. So when we look at our pontoons and how big and robust they are, this is what gives us a surface to be able to drive these boats. Now you can put anything and make it float, but having it be able to drive is a whole different situation. This boat's powered by twin 25 horsepower Yamaha high thrust outboards. They push this boat at about 6 to 8 knots. It's Class D rated, European CE certificated, up to 1 meter waves. Now we've proven that these boats can be driven. We've driven them over 200 nautical miles on their bottom throughout Long Island Sound, Block Island Sound, Narragansett River, Rhode Island Sound. Pretty much you name it, we've done it. So this is not just a beautiful floating home structure. This is a boat that is also a beautiful home structure. Again, one of the other differences we're using modular pontoons. That way, if something happens to one, we can replace one without having to replace all of them. As you're also looking at, our whole base is built on galvanized steel frames. We have galvanized steel frames in the walls, the ceilings, and underneath, of course. And that right there is the #1 difference between us and some of our competition. As you look at the outside, you'll see that we're using a composite siding, no maintenance. All of our stainless steel is 316 stainless. It's all custom made. It's not bolt-on. All of our windows and doors are built in Poland to the highest standard, where they make the best windows and doors, to be quite honest with you. As we walk along the side, you're going to see that we use composite decks. Everything is based on low maintenance and ease of ownership. Composite decks, we use floor-to-ceiling windows. They're tempered, double pane glasses. These are year-round houseboats. These boats can actually freeze right into the water. They have heated tanks. They have heat inside the boat, which we'll see when we get on there. Air conditioning, obviously, of course. We don't need that today. But as you come to the front of the boat and look at these pontoons, it is probably our biggest difference between our competition. When you step on this boat, it does not move. It is like a dock, but it's a dock that can drive. Where some of our competition boats that we noticed, you step on top of them and they move all over the place because they're not engineered to be boats. We're not building homes, we're building boats that are homes. All right, why don't we step on board and we'll take a quicker look inside. Okay, right here we have our control center for driving our boat. Twin binnacle controls, Yamaha CL5. This boat is equipped with a thruster. It's available on all of our models. We have a monitor right here that has cameras throughout the boat that allows the driver, when driving the boat, to see sides of him, front of him, and back of him. Hydraulic steering, and then over here we have, outlets and some creature comforts that you're going to need when you're driving this boat. This console can be mounted anywhere you want. You can choose a location. Some people put it inside if you're going to be operating during colder temps. Some people leave it outside. We also have an overhang here, and this overhang can be extended all the way out if you'd like, or you can have a little bit of sun as well. Now this is something that you're not going to see on any of the boats that we compete against. These doors are second to none. They are very well built, super robust. It's not a Anderson door that you buy at the Home Depot and put in to a boat. The same with our windows. Our floor-to-ceiling windows, if you come inside here, you'll see double paned, tempered glass, floor-to-ceiling windows. Again, they're not double hung windows put into the side of a stick-built home. Now, we do have wood in our boat. We use marine plywood, but the difference between, again, us and some of our competition is we don't use sheetrock because sheetrock is a no-no by water. It absorbs water, It creates mildew, it creates problems down the road, and we want our customers to have a boat that we believe will last forever if you maintain it. If you look at our walls, we're using, well, on our kitchen, we use stainless steel backsplash, but there's a bunch of different options you can choose. On our walls, this is actually fiberglass wallpaper that can be painted any color you like. And the nice thing about the fiberglass wallpaper is it breathes, and it also has the ability to move. And boats need to move because you lift them up out of the water, you drive them. They have to have the ability to flex a little bit. That's why they use fiberglass on boats. Our windows, our round windows, super cool, super robust. They have screens available for them, shades available for them. When you open this window, you feel something like you're opening the door of a Mercedes 500. In the wall, you'll see there's vents. We put vents throughout our boat in order to let the boat breathe. And this is important because if the boat does not breathe, you're going to have problems with it down the road. Our ceiling, again, composite material, easy to put on, all LED light strips. And then let me just point out these shades here too. These shades are floor to ceiling shades. It can go either way. They're nice and easy to use, operate, and you can get as much light in as you want or as dark as you'd like it. The nice thing about a full window boat like this is we get a greenhouse effect in it. So if you're using just double hung windows in a boat, you're not going to get enough sunlight to come in here. When you close this boat up and it's 0 degrees outside, you still have warmth in here because the sun uses these windows as a greenhouse. Okay, so this is a customer's boat. It's decorated with their taste. You can choose whatever kind of furnishings you'd like. They are able to choose the color of the boat, the color of the decking, the type of floor that we're putting in here. Again, this is a vinyl floating floor. It can get wet. Nothing's going to happen to it. Not that it would get wet unless you dropped a glass of water on it. But nevertheless, it's easy maintenance, easy to own, easy to live in, easy to keep clean. This kitchen is an IKEA kitchen, and IKEA from Europe, not IKEA from the United States. It's a different standard. Look it up. The kitchens have a lifetime warranty, believe it or not. Lifetime or 10 years. I have to check on that, but I'll check on it. But again, you can see we're outfitting with Smeg Appliances, which is a German company. We have induction stoves. We're using convection microwaves. We have a hood underneath here. And if you notice, there are outlets all over the boat. And the outlets are all wired to US spec. This boat is built to ABYC standards, US spec. It is not built with European wiring. So we can put TVs wherever we want. We have mini splits in each of our rooms, and the mini splits control heat as well as air conditioning. In addition to that, this boat is equipped with radiant heat flooring in every room. So we have electric radiant heat flooring under our floors. So if you want to wake up on that cold morning, step on the floor, it feels great under your feet. Our light switches are all like a house, regular light switches. We have TV locations wherever you like them. LED light strips in the ceiling throughout the boat. And then we also do supplementary radiators if you are out there on a really, really, really cold day and you wanted to get some extra warmth. One of the nice features I like about the EL and the bigger boats is that you can sit in the front of this boat and look straight out to the back of the boat because there's a hallway. It's big enough that we can get 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room and a kitchen, and still be able to walk and look out the back, which is my favorite thing about it. When the smaller boats, it gets a little more contained, but we build boats anywhere from 28 to 50 feet. So we can do whatever you'd like. You can pick the layout. You can pick whether you want a closet. You can pick whether you want a bedroom, a bathroom and a half. However you want to do it, we'll build it that way for you. And as we walk back here, you'll get a good look at what this boat is set up. So right here, they opted for a sliding door, which is an option, which is nice. And this is the guest bedroom. And again, the best guest bedroom has the ability to have a TV. It's got USB lighting and reading lights built into it. It's got ventilation, obviously. Again, it's got another vent on the wall right there that you can open and close, as well as, again, air conditioning and heat controlled by the mini splits. Coming across the hallway, we have our first bathroom, our guest bathroom. And again, notice this is a full-size bathroom. We're not using tile. We're not using sheetrock because tile and sheetrock will fail on a boat eventually. But we have big showers, sinks, the toilets are all freshwater flush, and the nice thing is we even have towel warmers because we are a European built boat. The other thing I wish I could show you is how robust these doors are. They are like opening and closing a Bentley. I mean, the hardware is oversized, robust. The door is solid, not hollow. It is not made of wood because wood does not work on a water environment, which is why we have our boats still in the field 15 years after they've been built and they still look as good as this boat does. Now keep in mind, this boat was sold to a customer. 5,000 people have been on this boat since it's been into the country, between boat shows and X, Y, and Z and showings and driving it. And to me, it looks like it's brand new. Okay, I'm gonna walk back a little bit further. Again, another sliding door to close off our master bedroom. And when you come back here, you'll see we can put up to a king-size bed if you want. I believe this is a queen. Again, mini splits, windows, ventilation, radiant heat flooring, reading lights with USB. And then as we walk across, this becomes our master bath. Again, oversized shower, same size bathroom as the guest bath. You can choose the color of your sinks, your faucets, your surrounds. You can choose the color of the walls. You can choose whether or not you want portholes in the door. You can choose the color of the floors. You can choose the color of the corner round molding that's on the floors. This is kind of a cool thing I'd like to show you too. This is a doorstop, magnetic doorstop that happens on all these doors. So when the boat moves, the doors don't open and close. Okay, this is the meat and potatoes. One of the reasons why our boats are not cheaper than a lot of the other boats out there. And we don't claim to be, we don't want to be, because this is something that the other boats are not doing. You can see here we have twin water heaters, one for each bathroom, one and the kitchen shares on them. If you look up to the top left, that is a Victron inverter. Next to it is a 240 amp transformer to run our AC. We have solar power on this boat that will run this boat completely off grid in the summertime for unlimited amount of time, and in the wintertime for a good portion of the time, depending on where you live. We're using lithium ion batteries to power our solar, but we can also plug this boat in and use just regular 50 amp, 125, 250 volt power to power all our systems. If you look inside here, we have our boxes. This is very similar to a boat, different than our competition because they, again, are building more like household boxes inside your boat, where these are sealed, gasketed, more like you'd see on a boat than you would see on a house. Again, circuit breakers, but to a higher standard. The nice thing about the Victron is you also have the ability to go into the Victron system on your boat and maintain everything through your phone. You can literally change how you distribute loads throughout the boat based on that app, which is unbelievable. We probably are using 10% of the technology, but it is so awesome. If you do any research on Victron, they are the leader in the game. of electricity and solar power and batteries and so forth. Again, our back door has screens on it. Shades on it as well, and it's available with a screen. This boat's actually getting fitted for screens this year. We come out to our back deck and terrace area here, and you'll see we have our shore power outlet. Again, like I said, it's 50 amp, 125 volt. But if you have different power needs, we can do that too. We can do twin 30 amps. We can do a single 30 amp. If you tell us what you need, we will give it to you. We have our water fill right there, but we also have dockside water, which most people end up using. Although our tanks, unlike our competition, are built into our pontoons, and they are 1,000 liters, which is approximately 260 gallons. Waste, 260 gallons water. Our gray water can go overboard, or it can go into the holding tank if you want to use it for extra ballast and so forth. Over here on the side, you'll see our engines, our waste pump out over here. That's our condenser for our air conditioning, all based on, again, composite decks. Okay, as we go to our terrace up top, I want you to look at the ladder and the quality of the construction of it. I've seen a lot of circular staircases and bolt-on ladders, and when you're walking on them, they move all over the place. Not this one. This is 316 stainless steel. This is a super robust ladder, composite steps. Even our cleats are oversized. And if you come over here and look at this, 316 stainless steel, and they're through bolted through galvanized steel frames. They're not lagged into deck with 1/4-inch lag screws that'll pull out the minute a wind picks up. So there are different stair configurations available. They all will be the same quality, but we offer comfort stairs, which are stairs that will have an actual L-shaped landing on them. We offer spiral staircases and straight staircases. We can do staircases in the front. We can do staircases in the back. It depends on what your level of how you're going to dock it, how you're going to use the boat. Another big difference between us and our competition, we are building boxes inside of our pontoons. In the front, it's an option, and in the back, it's an option. Now, this boat's powered, so we have our starting batteries in there, storage, and so forth, inside of our pontoon. And again, we can do this on the front, and we can do it on the back. So it's out of place, out of view, looks nice. Our gas tanks are on the other side. And we're carrying 28 gallons of fuel in this boat, just so you have an idea. And we're burning probably 2.8 gallons per hour on this boat, moving at about 6 to 7 knots at cruise speed. Okay, now we're on top of our deck here. We use EPDRM roofing, which is what every commercial structure in the world would use on a commercial building. It's waterproof, it's melted onto the top of the boat. And as long as you don't make a penetration without caulking it, it will keep your ceiling dry forever. We don't have any gutters on the side. Our stuff flows right overboard, so you're not going to get water piling up on here. Our Waterlodge logo. The other nice thing is these rails, again, all 316 stainless steel, but they all fold down. So if this boat needs to be trucked over the road, or if you're driving, you have to get under a bridge and you don't have enough height, they will fold flat down on the ground and you can continue moving. Up front, we're using 6 robust solar power panels to power our system and our inverter. And the only maintenance that you really need to do on that is just keep them clean. But you have a huge deck over here. This particular boat has flexi teak on top of it. There's a bunch of different options on the roof of things you can do, depending on what your criteria is. We've done umbrellas up here. We've done hot tubs up here. We've done grills up here. We've done bimini tops up here. Whatever you want, we can do. It's your own personal preference. The main thing I want you to see is the quality of the construction, the welds on the stainless steel rails. We're not using 306 stainless steel. We're using 316. It costs more, but it is the best for the marine environment. Notice up front we have some of our running lights. We also have them in the back. This is a vessel. This boat moves, it drives just like any other vessel out there. As I look over, I see one of our other boats over there at the next marina over. Shout out to the Schaefers. So on a houseboat, storage could be tricky, but you have the ability to put, number one, we'll build storage wherever you want it. So if you want a walk-in closet instead of a second bathroom, more power. You want a pantry in your kitchen for extra cooking supplies, we can do it. But you get creative a little bit. So you can buy different things that you can put in and out of the boat. We always get these types of beds that give us storage underneath the beds. And this furnishings are easy to find, easy to locate and match to what your decor is. All right, this is again, another unique feature that we offer on our boats that we find is unbelievably convenient. So basically our floor lifts up here on two sides. This side right here is the water side. And next door, on the other side under that couch, is our waste side. So this is our water tank. You can see we have 2 water pumps. And honestly, I'll give you my spiel about boats. Normally, boats will always let you down. They're going to break. They're going to let you down on July 4th where you're not going to be able to get somebody to fix them. The boat system will break. It uses salt water, blah, blah, blah. The only things that are on this boat, besides the engines and the steering, that are boat stuff, are those 2 water pumps. Again, they're made by Vetus, which is the highest quality brand out there. And you honestly don't even need to use them if you're plugged into dockside water. But if you want to, we have double pumps. We can fill our tank from our dockside water. We can shut valves off to do exactly what we need to do. I mean, this is a super easy plumbing system that we can actually take air through the Schrader valve and winterize our system in 10 minutes, which is obviously thinking about the longevity of the boat and the ease of ownership. We want these things to have no problems. And our experience is they do have very few problems. And the stuff that does go wrong with them is usually very cosmetic, if anything. Okay, so we have box-in storage here. That allows you to put all your anchors and stuff like that inside there if you want. And that's an option. Again, look at the galvanized steel framing around everything. This is not, it's not a light build, if you were to say that. Stainless steel chains to close off our area. And again, you can do a lot of things up here if you want. There's exterior lighting on the sides and the bottom. We've done underwater lighting. We've done enclosures up here. Pretty much the sky's the limit. I just wanted to take a couple minutes and show you the quality of the construction of what we're dealing with. So when you're comparing apples to apples. Okay, so we're standing out here in front of our modern line of boats. Again, you see same robust, oversized pontoon, same galvanized steel frame. In fact, there's more galvanized steel on this particular model. The main difference between the modern and the Apart, besides just the look of it, is that the ceiling on the front and the back have levelers that allow light in, light out, and they have a gutter system built in it. So even if it's raining and they're somewhat closed, you will not get wet. We also do use a different post, but if you like the stainless steel better, we can do that as well. This is all stainless steel 3/16 and then powder coated. Stainless steel 3/16 through bolted with an aluminum plate on it. Everything else is pretty much the exact same. You can build them the exact same way. It just depends on what your threshold for the aesthetic of the boat is. Okay, so if you're interested in one of these things, reach out to us. There's about a 3-month build time and about a 1-month transport time. Our prices include shipping to your port, wherever it may be, delivery, setup, the whole 9 yards. We buy the motors, appliances, so forth in America, so they come with American warranties. And we cover pretty much everything. Full orientation, delivery, how to use the boat, how to drive the boat, how to operate the systems, everything that comes with purchasing a home or a boat, we'll take care of.